Why, hello there, you beautiful box shakers, you, and welcome back to yet another build video for Rift Wizard 2. My audio will sound strange because I am in a foreign land. I'm visiting my family in New York. But I've been wanting to get some of these put together for a while, so why not put one together while I have my good friend Benji with me. Here he is, keeping me company. What a good boy. What a good boy Benji is. Benji's such a good boy. Anyway, as per the title of this particular build, it's called The Good Book for a reason. Unlike usual build videos where we just do a normal run, a standard fair experience, we are going to do a custom run because this is a special build. So this is the kind of build that if you find a particular item, you can build everything around that item. And I've gotten this on floor 2 quite a few times. I'm just not willing to, you know, do like 100 runs until we get lucky. So instead, we'll do a nice little like, hey, here it is. If you ever see this, here's everything you need to know when it happens. So, we are going to do a custom run, and I do recommend doing some custom runs if you want to explore the various equipment and various aspects of the game, because you could really make any kind of run possible here. Any kind of run. But for us, we're gonna get this. Level 1 mega chests. And you can do as many as you want, but we're just gonna do one. Because I want to make this kind of a, as close to normal run as possible, so we're not going to cheat too hard. We're just going to make it so we find this one particular item we need, as if it were on floor 2. So we're going to pretend we don't even see the chest. We're going to pretend this is a floor 2 item, alright? So, level 1 mega chest, otherwise it is a perfectly standard run. So welcome back once again, Wizard, to Explosive Spore Manual and how to break the game with it. So, there's our chest. We're going to pretend we don't even see it. And we're going to take Poison, Sting, or Fireball. It's really up to you which one you take. But we are looking for Fire and Nature as our synergistic elements. So do I want Poison, Sting? Or do I want Fireball? You know, I think I want Fireball. So let's take Fireball and begin your standard experience of Rift Wizard where you blow up all the enemies. Bang and bang. Take our little spell points. And then we're going to run over to the Mega Chest, which has every single item in the game. And we're going to take our Explosive Spore Manual, which is right there. So, while enemies live, cast your Combust Poison for free at the end of every turn. And what's important to note is this is a duplicatable item. You could find multiple copies throughout a run, and the more copies you have, the more powerful everything becomes. And now let's kind of take a little peek around here. I don't see anything particularly exciting. So let's re-roll. And we're going to talk about why this is such a powerful thing as we go. I think this is the perfect floor for me. Once we have 4 spell points, we'll really get into the nitty-gritty of why this particular book is so strong. 13, so 2 fireballs to kill any particular raven. And the 2 spawners are pretty spread apart, unfortunately, but they are Void Bomber spawners. Not the most challenging enemies. So really my plan is to grab both spell points. We'll pretend like there was a chest here, we got our thing. But if we take a look at fire skills, and we think about how this book works, right? Cast Combust Poison for free at the end of every turn. So, Combust Poison, what is it? It is a Fire Nature sorcery spell. That means we're casting, for free, every turn, a Fire, Nature, and Sorcery spell. So if we're thinking about skills, I mean, just think about that for a second. If we look at fire, Hound Lord. Every time we cast a fire spell, summon a hound, if we have less than 4 of them. That is 1 fire spell per turn. What about melting armor? Whenever someone takes fire damage, they lose 10 physical resist. Searing heat, whenever you cast a fire spell, everyone in line of sight takes fire damage. That's built right in. What else? Void Flame Lantern, we're doing a fire spell every turn, which means that's going off every turn. I think you're starting to see what I'm talking about here. For free, we have an engine that's going to be purring, and we could slot in a lot of different things. Let's look at nature. So here in nature, Life Spark Lantern, it's a nature spell. We get Life Spark charges, which generate fireflies. Natural healing, we heal for 5 every turn for free, just instantly and without any input from anything else. Earth Wrath is going to do 9 physical damage based on our level of the spell. It's a level 4 spell. Like, I think you're starting to see what's going to happen here. It's going to be pretty strong. So let's go ahead and pop in and start fireballing the opposition. Just fireball them all. Ideally, we could try and get the birds kind of in an area where they can take some bomb damage as well. Alas, that is not really lining up for me. But that right there, that's perfect. Bang. We have 38 health. Alright. 5 casts. I mean, it doesn't matter if we use a spell point, if I'm being honest. Everything's going to be rather strong. Alright. We have 26. I could tank a couple of blasts if I need to. Alright. So let's automate ourselves right now. Void Flame Lantern. We're going to be doing 12 damage, 6 and 6. Fire and Arcane. So that's pretty good for finishing this level without drinking a potion. Natural Healing obviously keeps me alive forever. Hound Lord would just generate minions for me. Maybe we'll take the minions to start. They're immune to fire and we have fireballs, so we could just shoot with impunity. Let's take Hound Lord. And we just stream him out. There's obviously also equipment that, if we find it, would work pretty well with this. So we're looking for anything that's based on whenever you cast a thing. Nature or fire or sorcery. Cantrip Clogs, Arcane Amplifier, Scepter of Sorrow, Stone Eater, Translocation. Nah, reroll. Icy stuff. Bone Spear, Melt. Melt. We're not casting an enchantment. Something else we want to think about is, if we buy Combust Poison, and we're to upgrade it, is there an upgrade we want? Stuns targets, healed rather than harmed, applies poison, so it repeats. Thing is, if we start blowing people up, we might hurt ourselves, so if we do take Combust Poison, we want to be careful. But you can lean into the Combust Poison element. I don't know if we'll do that. Like, part of the fun is just ignoring the fact that you're casting Combust Poison and building an automated wind machine. And just leaning on that for your victory. Which you can totally do, especially if we find duplication shrines. So, floor 5 and above, we're going to be aggressively searching for duplication shrines. I think I'll just take a heart. Once again, we're generating free minions. So I'll just pop in here, instantly block that guy. And honestly, the dogs can probably solo the floor. Floor 3 having 4, yeah, easy. Easy. So if you ever see this book on floor 2, I think you're going to get the idea pretty quick here how strong one book can be if you build around it intelligently. A rift key might actually be a kind of nice grab here, just so we could find good equipment. You know what? Yeah. Talked myself into that one. Excuse me. Let's start right here. We'll support our dogs. Do I even need to? Like, poison's bad for them, but they just keep coming back every round without me doing nothing, so... I think we're gonna be alright. Oh, yeah. No, I should probably help. It'll go a lot faster if I help. Wait, do I even need to help? I might not need to. Now what? We don't want to be here all day. Bang. Bang. Oh, come on, dog. He just let that happen. Alright. You have one target. Therefore, you can't lose. So this is when we start looking hard for duplication shrines. There it is, my new one. Ruby Heart. Spells I don't want. Winged shoes, though. Given that our automated system, something that lets me avoid land is pretty sweet. That could be really strong. I feel like I'd be a fool not to take it. You know what? Yeah. 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 Question is, do I want Earth Wrath? Let's just land. Look at nature. Earth Wrath. A tremor along the ground, 9 physical damage, base number of targets equal to the level of the spell, has a radius of 8, so we want to increase the radius of nature as much as we can. And if we don't take that, we can take Void Flame Lantern. Fire and Arcane, 6 and 6, 2 targets each. I'll take Earth Wrath to start. Actually, you know what? This is a wide open level, which means something like this that doesn't have a radius, no range associated with it. Bang, 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 bang. I'm just a turret now. Just launching out beams of damage. I can kind of just chill out. Victory will come to me in time. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. When I first put this build together, we kind of theory crafted it together on stream, and I was super excited about it. It's only gotten stronger with time. Like, it's really good. I fear it'll get nerfed one day, but it is reliant on an object, and I think that means we're safe. Because you're not always going to find it on floor 2, but when you do, ooh. Ooh, mercy. It is super strong when you find it on floor 2. Amulet of Emerald Flame. No, that's enchantments. We do want, like, Living Emberstone, though. That'll do some work for us. Let's re-roll. Looking for that duplication shrine, baby. Nope. Alas. Ruby Heart, Ruby Heart, Ruby Heart. So, this is entirely about what level works best for us. This one's not too bad. Are those Spore Beasts, though? Spore Beasts can be real bastards. Any of these floors will be fine. Especially if I take Earth Wrath relatively soon. You want to be careful of the flame version. Flame spirits can be rather bad. You want to be careful there. I think I'll just start in this little hole, clear this out, and start collecting the pieces I need for the next joyous automation. Should we take healing? Excuse me. Allergies have been pretty bad. The real hope, though, is we're looking for a particular staff. If we can find the druid staff, my god. Unlimited treants we will summon. It gets pretty gross if you have that one. As long as I'm close enough for things to spawn. Easy. Just busted good. Come on, duplication shrine. Silver melt. I don't think I can make use of you. For every 60 damage dealt to enemies with fire spells, cast Mercurize on a random enemy. Not worth replacing my my bonus portal at the moment. Reroll. Sinister stuff. Well. Nope. Oh my. Like, we don't really need to worry about being silenced. Now, this one's pretty good. Between these two, is there anything? No, there's no reason to choose one over the other. Go in the skills. You may notice I have stopped casting Fireball at this point. We're gonna take Earth Wrath. Get some physical damage in the mix. We have Fire, Arcane, and Physical damage happening for free with no input from ourselves at the moment. Oh yeah. I've been blinded. It does not matter. Take a step. Alright, let's get the healing engine online as well. Not even going to look ahead. We're just going to take natural healing. All allies also heal for 5, so you can see. A little busted. Robe of the Void, Cannibal Mask, Earthquake Boots, Heart, Sorceress stuff. Reroll. Come on. Come on, luck be here with me. Damn it. Well, we'll just look for a good layout. That's fine. Not as good. Bad. Honestly, there are no bad layouts. Earth Wrath is pretty busted. But this is pretty good, especially because I could kind of float in a chasm and move around so people have trouble hitting me. My dogs can make it to land, no problem. So I pop in. Oh, these are ghostly. Well, that's problematic. Earth Wrath can't hurt them. Didn't realize they were ghostly, I should have looked. To quote Darkest Dungeon, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. These ghost spiders chasing me. It's alright. Void Flame Lantern does hurt them. Yeah. Victory is mine, basically. One spooter. Alright, we're good. We're good. I can once again float in a void and let victory come to me naturally. Go, my doggies! Yeah. Easy. Easy. Please, duplication shrine. Ooh, Toxin Burst. Like, if we're being serious, Toxin Burst is pretty strong. Given that we automatically blow them up if they're poisoned. It's kind of tempting, isn't it? But we could just buy it for 2. It's not like we're going to be hurting for spell points. We're doing pure skills here. Reroll. We're looking for the duplication shrine. Nothing else really matters. Alright, miniaturization shrine. Not quite what we're looking for, but you know what? It means we can keep our key forever. We don't need to start near it. Probably start up here, where there's a spell point. We can get another thing going. There are a few things we don't want, which we will go over. Now that we're at 4, let's first talk about one of the things you might be tempted to take that I will guide you away from. Thorn Garden. We are casting a nature spell, obviously. However, there is no target, so those thorns are always going to be around us, which is fine. They don't hurt us, but it will impede our movement. And sometimes you want to move. You may sometimes notice moving is important. So, we're not going to take that. What we are going to take, though, is Prince of Ruin, because we are doing physical damage, we are doing fire damage. And that's going to help with these clusters of little skeletons. Yeah. They'll just pop like little popcorns. We'll have nothing to worry about. Dawns on me we could be going a little slower animation-wise. Earthwrath can and will kill your dogs, though. Just be aware of choke points in that way. I'm sorry, my children. I'm sorry, doggies. I don't mean to hurt you. They're not immune to our physical damage, so we just, like, blow through them. You know? If I just, like, kind of move down like this... Now we're definitely still gonna hurt the dogs. You know what? Just for speed's sake. Because we are hitting 9 tiles if I fireball. It's kind of worth it. Burn through this a lot faster. One more. There we go. I picked up Spell Masons, which I think is going to be a nice fit for me. It being kind of a combination of a bunch of things I already enjoy. Plus Alias has been talking about how much I will like it, and he wants to play it with me, so it's just the smart thing to do. Take a mini Rift Key Staff here. And now the search for Duplication Shrine intensifies. So nothing I really want here. So let's reroll. And let me know if you enjoy the build videos, because there's plenty more I can do. I like build videos, and I have a lot of builds that we've done in the streams that we could revisit here in a more intimate one-on-one setting where I don't get distracted and talk about movies or anime for 45 minutes with barely moving my character, which happens a lot in the stream versions. Or even worse, someone brings up a goddamn political issue, and then we're all stuck there forever. So fire damage, we can increase fire and nature damage. Fire and nature damage. So a living dagger will make Earthwrath better. So that's the kind of thing we're going to look for if we can't find a duplication shrine. Horrible electric zombies are not really much of a concern. We have 2 spell points. Spawn in right here. And begin just pooping out damage. I don't want the zombie to touch me. Yeah. So you can see with Earthwrath, it's able to hit things that are in my radius, but are very far away. So we end up doing a very long pathing damage, which is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, if I stand here, I can take that out. And just obliterate anything along the path. Yeah. Alright, let's go. That bird's gonna pop. There he goes. Zombie, no. They reduce my max health. I hate that. Where you going, vampires? Damn it, the bird's back. Go get him, team. Don't let that bird near me. He's doing AoE damage, but I heal all of it back, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Again, why cast spells when it's all an automated system anyway? Nothing we need to worry about. Living Dagger. So Earth Wrath is going to go from 9 damage to 12 damage. Yeah. Whoops. 6 spell points. Ooh. Ruby Heart. Sinister Disc. Some pets. 2 portal keys. Reroll. Come on. Blizzard Beacon. Tundra Mantle. I'm glad you're getting what is essentially the least lucky version of this run possible. That way you can see how strong it is, even if you don't find the good stuff. So a nice little fire hat. Spells and skills get a damage boost and range boost. That's probably what we're taking. Oh, great level layout too? Okay. Yep, let's go ahead and grab it. Fire and arcane resistant, of course. Fire helm. This is a sorcery spell. I always forget if there's anything I want out of that. Spells and skills. But only sorcery ones. Do we have any sorcery ones? Nope. Are there any, like, damage sorcery things? No. Alright. Let's consider the simple fact that we are doing Void Flame Lantern, which is fire. And this is fire. And this is fire. Alright. Pop in the fire here. We might just take Fire Lord. You know what? No. The easy choice is we take Searing Heat. Whenever we cast a fire spell, deal 1 fire damage to all enemies in line of sight. And then we take Melting Armor. And then Earth Wrath just obliterates everybody. Just witness how silly this will get. We'll just melt the level. Lamasu, you couldn't stop me if you tried. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. The level layout makes a big difference. You want nice wide open ones. Despite Earthrath's pathing feeling like Mazy's good, it still works because it doesn't go over pits. So you can still take advantage of the Mazy element. Hallucinogenic Spore Staff. No one's getting poisoned by us, alas, but that is good stuff. That's a reroll, come on. Duplication Shrine? I guess Spriggan Maker's pretty fun. Especially because we're just killing stuff from far away randomly. And no portal keys, right? Man, it is a really unlucky version of this run. But again, just it's super OP. This book is an incredible item. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of run you're doing. If you see it, it might be worth considering. Your summon allies deal 6 fire damage to melee attackers. I mean, the Spriggan Maker or the Devilthorn. And it's a mage level. Yeah, we might as well get equipment that just, you know, enhances what we're already doing. Doesn't matter if we're blinded. Take Devilthorn right away. We are pooping out dogs after all. Oh no, I'm blind. I'm blind several times over. I'll just float out here where no one can hurt me. Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead and take Melting Armor. Okay. Enjoy not having physical resistance punks. Okay. Let's just take a look at somebody. Minus 170 physical resist. Yeah. Iron plating's the problem. They're making their golems essentially immortal. But it won't really help them, because eventually they die, and then they're not around to do iron plating anymore. Just keep an eye on our health to make sure no one's sneaking in some damage that I can't deal with. And victory's ours. Yeah. Wound Rot Amulet. This could be very funny. Enemies receive 3 turns of poison when they take physical damage. Oh my. Which means they'll just automatically explode. Okay, that's kind of funny. That might need to be something I do. Oh man. Do we do it? Out of curiosity. Whenever you cast a metallic spell, it would be nice to, like... I know this is too strong of a thing, but meta magic is something I've always wanted. Like, just a spell that lets you temporarily change the properties of another spell. Like, if we could turn Combust Poison into a metal spell for a period of time, just to cause additional synergies, that'd be so strong. I might have to pitch that to Opportunity Drive. It might be worth pitching. Anyway, back into nature. Whenever 120 damage is dealt by blood or nature spells, skills, or summons, so Scent of Blood works because we're automatically casting spells that cause nature skills to do damage. So we can get bloodhounds for free. Whenever a minion witnesses fire damage, they heal. Hemocorruption would definitely work here. Collected Agony might have a future depending on things. If we take Scent of Blood, Toad Blood comes into play. And then we could really just switch into poison and blow people up every turn if we wanted to. Hey, you know what? Let's take our Life Spark Lantern. Now the question is, do we take the Wound Rot Amulet? Do we want to start blowing people up? Yeah, it's too funny not to take, right? They're freezing my boys. And they're doing a lot of damage to me. It's those mouths mouthing off. Alright, 30 HP is a little on the low end. I have 3 stopwatches. There we go. A lot of fire minions. That's why life is a little more complicated than normal here. But it's over now. Like, victory is pretty much at hand. They could try. They could fight back. We're not reducing their physical resistance. Oh, we are. Never mind. Earthwrath should just do some work. I am afraid of blowing myself up once we take Wound Rot Amulet. That is something I've done before with Explosive Spore Manual, so we might want to buy the spell and take the upgrade. That means it cannot hurt me or my companions. Might be a smart investment. So why are these... Oh, see, they're 100% fire resistant. That's our problem. But that Chaos Knight is doomed. Earthwrath will take care of the problem, though. It's just going to take a little time. We are a wall of fireflies. They're not arcane resistant, are they? Yeah, just fire. So yeah, their health's going down. Just, you know, takes its time. We are dealing with fire-resistant enemies. Problem is they have healing going on. They're troll-blooded, and they can't take fire damage. What a bummer. Whatever, the physical damage is catching up to him. He's almost gone. And there he goes. Wonder if we could get, like, some good fire resistance debuffery going on. I don't like the idea of not buying spells, but we don't need to do the full automated experience, right? Wound Rot Amulet. This will be silly stuff. Slimy Night Hag is such a good pet. Oh, Robe of the Druids. Poison immunity. Nature spells and skills gain charges. Honestly, good, but not necessary. I, again, more interested in finding a duplication shrine. Ooh, Fiery Judgment, though. As far as freebies are concerned, Fiery Judgment's pretty sweet. Yeah, who could say no to Fiery Judgment for free? Plus, I could float outside the level and just kill stuff. I might just float right over here. Are you ghostly? No, you're metallic. Only Contrasts can fly. I don't have to worry about blowing myself up if I do this. Alright. We want to be in a position where we can summon our dags. Let's be right here. Oh yeah. You can see the explosions going off. Get wrecked, scrubs. Yeah, we're probably going to want to invest in combust poison. Now that we're actually poisoning things every time physical damage happens, it would be kind of a waste to not have some of that going on. Did they move it, you jerks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God damn. I gotta get closer so Earthwrath can reach that thing. I don't want to get out there until some of these other problems are dealt with, though. Alright. That works. They moved it again. They keep moving the goalpost, damn it. There we go. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. I need these star swimmers to not be a thing. And they're fiery star swimmers, so let me guess. Completely immune to fire, completely immune to arcane. Amazing. Let's get out of here. The star swimmers are a problem. We need them on land, I think. But I think once I get a little closer over here... Yep, there we go. Earthwrath my way through the spawners. And circle around. On land again. Fireflies should be able to deal with some of the Star Swimmers. And the second any Star Swimmer makes it to land, I can mess them right up. Yeah, they're doing lightning damage to the Star Swimmers. As a damage type they were unprepared for. So again, without having purchased any spells at all, we are healing every turn. We are doing fire damage, physical damage, arcane damage, lightning damage. And we have plenty of minion summoning. And that's all without casting any actual spells. This is all made possible through one item. I really, really like the engine you can build around this one simple book, the good book. Some might even say the best book. The only book you really need, arguably. Alright, there goes the Star Swimmer. And since we are doing lightning damage... Oh, we're also doing holy damage. Let's not forget holy damage at this point. Because right now, we're adding holy damage. Fiery Judgment. Man. Truly amazing. No duplication shrines? It's like a cruel joke. Reroll. Staff of Heaven's Vengeance. When you or one of your living or holy allies takes damage from an enemy, deal 7 holy damage, redeal half of all your damage dealt with sorcery as arcane. I mean, honestly, we could take that. It would work, but I might just take a heart now. That's fine. That's fine. Rather deal with not Daugers, though. Completely immune to fire, but weak to holy. We're not doing holy at the moment, but we can make holy. Oh, they're also resistant to lightning. Yeah, maybe we won't go that way. There we go. Resistance to fire, but not lightning. We want this to go down relatively quick. Is there another option for just getting me a ruby heart? Yeah, this one. Woof. Woofers! Yeah, no. And what if I did... You know what? This is the easiest level. I might just say we take Arcane Amplifier, because we have the slot available. We'll start up here so we can take out the Greater Spore Beast spawner fast. Question is, are we first going to learn anything? In the nature department, we've taken, I think, everything that is immediately automatable. There's other stuff we can add. Like Scent of Blood, obviously. In the fire department, whenever an enemy takes fire damage, do some arcane damage adjacently. That could be good. Fire Lord would also be pretty good here. I might just stay in my lane. I don't know if I want to learn any spells. It's really just a matter of, do I want to learn Combust Poison just so we can, you know, work with it. And then in Lightning Land, we do have some minions doing some lightning damage. Holy Thunder would be good. You guys are immune to lightning. It's probably not just yet the lightning. And we do have holy damage going on now as well. Honestly, chastisement, it's when they take holy damage. Fire damage, which everyone on the level takes 1 point of, they will then take 1 point of holy. We could probably Stun lock? Most of the level. Let's take chastisement. It seems like a silly grab, but let's see how well it performs, shall we? Step 1. Spawn in. Step 2. Waiting to see if we stun anyone. Oh my god, that's right, we're doing melted armor. There's another thing we can do. Just take a look at this real fast. 1 fire damage. And then all the holy damage. And what's the chances? 50% chance? How have I seen 0 stuns? How are we failing every... There we go. Nope, nope, he wasn't actually stunned. Come on. I guess they're only stunned for a turn. Still, though, I should be seeing more. Oh, yeah, we are stunning them. The little white square, I saw it. But again, it's happening in between turns, so it's actually kind of busted. That's really funny. I think because it happens at the end of my turn, technically their turn, we are not seeing the benefit of stun. It's very silly. You saw it, right? It was right there. I definitely saw it. Melted armor. I wish I could do, like, find word, look for stun. Wizard deals, wizard deals. I'm pretty sure I saw the white square for stun. But I'm not willing to dig too hard here. Man, even hours, hundreds of runs, hundreds of hours, there's still stuff. There is stun applied to flesh-bound greater spore beast for 1 turn. Stunned applied. But it's happening, like, in between, so we're not getting the benefit of actually stunning anybody. Which is kind of silly. But whatever. This is like complaining that you're not winning as hard as you would like to be winning. Like, we are winning, and we're winning pretty hard. We don't need to be a baby about it. It's like, oh, everyone's not stun-locked forever, permanently? Oh, come on. Well, that guy was stunned for a good, decent chunk of turns. Alas. Arcane Amplifier. Yes. So now that we're actually blowing people up, we could take Disintegrate, and that would actually do stuff for us. Annihilator Staff? Sweet God. Deal 2 physical, 2 fire, and 2 lightning damage to units before they would be damaged by your sorcery spells. But Arcane Amplifier is specifically damage you deal with sorcery. Which one's funnier? I feel like Annihilator Staff is funnier. But let's re-roll. Because again, there's really one thing we want, and that's a Duplication Shrine. And there's a different staff we would want. Oh, come on. Miniaturization Shrine? Fine, I guess. Well, we're also now officially doing Melted Armor, which each stack of it technically counts as a debuff, an independent debuff. So if they have 100 stacks, that's 100 debuffs. So, Hex Specialist. Just, again, you know what? We're in too deep. We're not buying any spells. This is going to be entirely skill-based. No, thank you. Good lord. No. Like, I don't care about Arcane Amplifier that badly. We don't need to miniaturize that. Holy Duration would be quite nice to improve. Horn is for minion duration. We get ice damage in the mix. We already have an Arcane Amplifier. Silver Melt is based on... Wait a minute. It's based on fire damage from spells. And now we're actually doing some fire damage from spells. I wonder if we could see that come to fruition. And this is good enough. Definitely start where we could take out this spawner right away. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, Phoenixes. I am taking more damage than I'm healing at this particular second. There he goes. I'm kind of curious. Let's take Silver Melt. Whenever someone takes physical damage. We'll see how many casts we end up with. How many teleports? I still only have one teleport. Yeah, I don't want you blowing up. Oh, I'm only in the... No, that's 50 damage right there. But I'll be healing. You know what? We'll just stopwatch here. Alright, they're starting to pop. There they go. Feeling a lot better now. I wonder how many casts we're gonna have from Silver Melt. We kind of started with it a little late in the level. I really do want more health too. But I don't want it so badly that I'm going to, you know, not re-roll for Duplication Shrines. Duplication Shrine is really the only thing I care about. Except for you, Benji. I care about you, buddy. My Benji boy! Sorry, Benji's so cute. Look at him. Look at him! Alright. It's just Mr. Trouble. Let's get a little closer. Problem solved. Alright. Spells cast 106 combust poisons. So Silver Melt didn't actually proc there. $60 damage dealt with fire spells. Ooh, quick step shoes. Oh! We found it! We found it, everybody! It's gonna be okay. Explosive Sport Manual, no question. Do I have to be on land? No, Earthwrath shouldn't require me to be on land. There it goes. I guess no one was in the 8-tile radius. I should try and get the radius up. I guess I could do that right now, right? Master of Space, +1 radius to all spells and skills. Take it for 5. Hey, we got a cast off. It happened. Hell yeah. We're starting to see some Quicksilver Geists. I want to increase duration as well. Master of Time I might take. That way we could actually benefit from stunning people. It's kind of lame not getting any stun, you know? We need 2 turns to really benefit from that. Master of Time's a cheap one, I think. It might be 4 or 5. Let's find out. Master Time is 5. Let's go make that happen. Stun people for a while. As long as we're careful, we won't have to worry about blowing ourselves up. But now we've added some dark damage into the mix. Oh yeah. We've created a very gross setup here. If we were to learn other spells, we could automate a lot more too. We're not going to do it because I've kind of decided this is going to be all skills, no spells, but just to give you an idea. Right now we cast Mercurize, right? That's happening for free. Mercurize is what? It is an enchantment. An enchantment. So with Life Drain, you could take Blood Hexes. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell other than Life Drain, cast it as well for free. So you'd be getting healing off of that, so consider Life Drain. I feel like with Immolate, there might be a way to do it. No, not Immolate. Was it Melt? Let's drop the enchantment and do Fire. Melt. 6 number of targets, and your turn frozen. Whenever you cast a fire or chaos spell other than Melt targeting an enemy unit, Melt is also cast the target. Oh, baby. We almost made it without having to edit this video, but now I'll have to edit the video. Alright. I know I just said we weren't going to buy any spells, but that just seems too good to pass up, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Having Melt auto-cast, anyone that has poison on them, which is anyone that takes physical damage and isn't immune to fire and poison, will just have Melt cast on them. Let's learn Melt. And then White Flame. And we'll see how many Melts we get cast for free. I'm also curious to see, like, Hex Specialist, how much damage we got out of that. So 5 Mercurizes there. Not surprised we didn't see any Melts yet. And they lose 100 physical resist. Very funny. Ruby Heart, Ruby Heart, Ruby Heart. Drain Boots. Oozing Scale Armor is hilariously broken. We're not gonna take it. Righteous March. Toad Blood I might take for free, if there's nothing else here. Ooh, Cultist Staff got some artwork. That was a generic last time I looked. That's right. That's why my settings reset for the volume. It must have gotten a little stealthy update for some of the artwork. That's nice. Let's take a look at a bigger version of it. Yeah, look at that nice little crooked staff. I would rather find a better hat, but whatever. We've already re-rolled. I might take Toad Blood then? You know what? No, I just said I wanted some more health. Let's go some... Whoa. We're not immune to poisons. That might be a dangerous one. That's... Nah. Actually, you know, hold on. The funny thing is... Even if I'm petrified, it doesn't matter. I think we could burn through this one pretty quick. Whereas this one... Driders will keep me poisoned for a good long while. Yeah, you know what? Let's go here. We'll just kind of start up in this little nook. I'm glass, but again, it doesn't matter. My turns happen. So Earth Wrath and all of my other abilities will go off regardless. Alright, now that we've kind of taken over this little nook, let's move forward. Man. Look at everything go. I wonder if Melt's actually going to go off. Like, Combust Poison's doing damage. But I feel like we're not targeting anyone. Yeah, we're not actually targeting anyone. That's a shame. Can we somehow make it so we're targeting somebody? Mercurize technically would be targeting. Can we make Mercurize into a fire spell? Let me hit every button. Alright. Less than half health or berserks. No, can't make it a fire spell. Well, we'll keep our eyes open for a different one, perhaps. Alas. If we ever fireball, you know, that's gonna work out well for us. There's just so much going on. Hex Specialist is doing good work, given that it's only 1 point of damage. If we could find a enchanted dagger, we could really stack that up. One of the build videos I will put out will be for Hex Specialists. You could do some wild builds around it. Man, I feel silly. I was talking about doing all skills, no spells, and then I got caught up in the moment, looking at melts, not considering that it's a non-targeted spell, Combust Poison. What a bummer. Didn't stay true to my vision. Oh well. That could have been Master of Time. What's going on, Benji? What's going on, buddy? Chaos Casting, Metal Lord, Enchanter's Boon. Reroll. Ruby Heart. Ruby Heart. Ruby Heart. Golden Hourglass. Hello. Alright. That works. 200 health is fine. Wizards. And 1 spawner. Troll-blooded Lich. I would like that to go first. Take that out of the equation. He says, considering going elsewhere instead. I might just Chaos Spell, and then they'll probably start wailing on that bad boy for me. We could just start over here. I will cast Fireball. Amazing. Let the automated system do its good work. Make my way toward my prize. Man, people are dying really fast these days. Damn! Golden Hourglass. So right now, chastisement is 1 duration. 2 duration. Oh, I was gonna say, like, hey, I'm supposed to have 4 portals. Reroll, come on, 1 more duplication shrine? Crackle Void, huh? I mean, as far as freebies go. Crackle Void has some utility for me. Wow. That sucks. Totally immune to fire, totally immune to poison, totally immune to physical. Then again, I have an Aether Dagger, and this is the floor 4 Aether Dagger. Yeah, alright, this is fine. I will start way over here. I will Aether Dagger. And then we'll pop in here, take Fire Lord. That's a big boost for us. How dare you try and break line of sight on me. Alright, we're starting to see stun lockery going on. See, now that it's 2 turns, we could stun them and then do holy damage and stun them again. I'm gonna try and go grab... Man. We are melting. Oh my god. Those guys disappeared. Now the Phoenixes are gonna come back with their resists, which is the only bummer here. Minus 100 holy. It's pretty nice. So yeah, he just reincarnated... Whoa, hold on. Doesn't have all of his stuff. Interesting. Aether Dagger typically doesn't carry through reincarnations like that. I wonder if that was changed recently? So this is why it's nice when I'm streaming, because usually we have Opportunity Drive there and I can pick his brain, because he's the one making the game these days. I'm definitely going to pitch meta magic. I have a couple of ideas, I think, for upgrades you could even slap on that. Easy. Easy floor 20. My goodness. Sleptwalked through that. Crackle Void. When someone takes arcane damage, lightning damage goes out. And then... fire damage deals arcane damage would be nice. Go back to lightning real fast. Yeah, we have Crackle Void. Arcane damage becomes lightning damage, which means some Holy Thunder would be nice. Do I want Master Time? I mean, it would help us stunlock people into oblivion, right? I kinda like the idea of stunlocking people into oblivion. Sure. Let's pop in here. Master Time. Fleshbound. Oh god, they're all fleshbound. Alright, so far so good. Oh yeah. Oh my yes. The fleshbound's a bummer, but I'm not really concerned. So stunned for 3 turns. Yeah, if we take a look at chastisement, what are we up to? Duration of 4, that's pretty good. Should I grab some spell points? Why wouldn't I, right? Alright, got another one over here. Mordred died once. He's a little close to me. But also, good luck. I could fly, you can't. I just saw my wizard cast Mercurize on somebody. Wander by this man who will probably blow up. No translocation spells is interesting. I'm usually fairly reliant on them. They are my favorite. I have many builds that are built entirely around translocation. Get another spell point. Oh no. Haha, I can fly, you can't. And again, stun locked. Chastisement, such a nice one. Especially with a little help from an item or two. Goodbye, butterfly. I could pop one of my teleports, but I don't see a need to. Star Blesser, Conjuration Staff. Star Blesser, sadly, is arcane spells, not just arcane damage. I'm pretty sure if we tried, we could figure out a way. Yeah, I'm thinking we could definitely get melts going on for free if we had a different wand. I'm not that disappointed, like, we're still, again, the complaint is like, oh man, I can't completely break the game at this moment. But as I mentioned, this is like one of the least lucky versions of this run I've seen in a while. So we should really just be thankful for the fact that this is still overwhelmingly powerful, even despite not finding a lot of things I was looking for. And making a few mistakes along the way, like forgetting how certain things work, trying to spec into things that aren't actually synergized. But when it comes to a build video like this, and the idea is like, hey, have you considered how powerful this is? Pretty sure this gets the point across pretty fast, right? If you didn't consider Explosive Spore Manual's potential before, you probably are now. Don't take that heart away from me. Aha, it's mine! Damn it! I'm gonna keep the one I have because we are casting Mercurize, and I will use my teleporter here because I want a heart. And more spell points. Now, what will I take with my spell points? I got Holy Thunder. I think I need 6 for the next thing, right? Nope, 5. Starfire. There we go. I regret taking Melt and upgrading it. We could have had one more skill going. I don't know which one it would have been, but it would have been great. We are untouchable. But in like a good way. Not in like a reviled social cast. We are untouchable in like a mob way. Where I just walk and everything dies around me. Get another spell point. Like, I'm not even paying attention to Mordred or the enemies. I generate my own bodyguards every turn. I do damage every turn. We have cascading effects going off every turn. We are gods stamping through a garden of flies. I'm gonna be really interested to see how many spells I technically cast in this whole run. God, the colors, Duke, the colors. If I were to take Arcane Combustion, I might just die by mistake, but it would be very funny. Because there's a lot of arcane damage going on. Whoops, we won. Alright, let's post-mortem this bad boy, because that was... busted. That was busted. The Dark Wizard is slain, and you barely had to lift a finger to do it. Alright, so let's talk about how many spells we actually cast in this entire run. Floor 1, right? We had to cast 9 fireballs. Floor 2, we had to cast 18 fireballs. After that, I stopped casting spells. Like, a couple of floors, we cast a few fireballs to speed things up. But I think it'll be single digits from here on out, right? So we used our automated system to kill floor 3. Oh, I cast 11 fireballs on floor 4? Man, way to make me a liar. Oh right, the two-headed snakes. I just wanted to go faster. Alright. So nothing here as far as casting fireballs. 125 combust poisons for free. Star Charge did most of the work. Hellhound's coming up in the rear. Earthwrath Star Charged. Earthwrath Star Charged. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just so much combust poisons. Benji's Borkin. I don't know why he's Borkin though. Searing Heat, Earthwrath, Star Charge, Prince of Ruin, Hellhounds. It's so fun. Like, again, I implore you, if you see Explosive Spore Manual, pick it up. Give this a go. Put a custom run together and start with as many copies as you want just to, like, try it out. Everyone should be abusing custom run just to explore different item combinations and synergistic builds. There's a lot of fun to be had here. Prince of Ruin, Fiery Judgments somehow at the top, which is kind of funny. I would like to see, like, more robust post-level details, because, like, we have Chastisement. Let me know, like, how many turns worth of stun happened. That might be nice. Earthwrath, Star Charged, Earthwrath, Hex Specialist, SWAT Ally. That's the big... the sent Cyclopses hitting people around. Hex Specialist, look at that. Huge. Because every stack of melting armor counts. This is where I cast 1 fireball to get 1 melt, but we had 2 Mercurize on this floor. 11 Mercurize. My 12,000 Hex Specialist damage. Yeah, I think the next run will be a Hex Specialist run. Prince of Ruin. Doing some good work. Well, alright. There you have it. There is Explosive Spore Manual on how to build just an automated run around it. You don't have to really worry about anything. It does all the work for you. I love this build. I've done it several times. Whenever I see the book, I will kind of build a portion of my run into it. You don't have to go whole hog like I did. You don't have to commit 100% to the bit. You could just do a little bit, an itty-bitty bit. So next time you see Explosive Spore Manual, consider, hey, do I want to heal for 5 every turn, all of my allies and myself, just for free? Or do you want to just shoot out fire and arcane damage, or shoot out physical damage? Like, do you want to summon dogs? You could automate a little portion of your build around that one item. Anyway, I've been Chris here at Shake the Box, and I hope you enjoyed. Here on the end screen, here's some other Rift Wizard stuff to check out. One of these will take you to more of these build videos, and the other one will take you to the stream experience. You'll get to see all of my, like, no planning, we just jump in and go nuts runs. We have many of those. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to support me, come hang out on Twitch, hit me up on Patreon, or become a channel member here or on the VOD channel. Alright, I love you. Bye.